Bismillah, assalamu alaikum. Yeah, I met Sheikh Hamza Yusuf at a Berkeley University program. It was an extension program presenting Islam with an unbiased opinion. I didn't really know who he was at the time. I didn't know he was Sheikh Hamza Yusuf. I was invited there after that to attend some courses at Zaytouna Institute via a Dawah program. And that was the very beginning of how Zaytouna Institute started itself. And I remember back in the old days when all of us would sit on the floor and there was a black partition between the ladies and the gentlemen, and we'd write down our questions and send them forward, and the good sheikh would answer our questions according to what he was being asked. He was always accessible for his students. Now the man has followed a dream for the work and the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and now Zaytouna Institute is a fully accredited Islamic college in the United States. I find that that's one of the most important things someone can do for Muslims in America. For me as a young Muslim, almost 20 years ago to my conversion, I felt that Hamza Yusuf was a source to go to because he was someone like me. He was down to earth, very easygoing. He was well educated, and it was solid, concrete evidence, the way that it was presented by himself to someone like me, to others, that are new Muslims that are coming to Islam, that had very limited resources, that had very limited knowledge on, righteous influences, not negative influences, not garbage that's out there, because there's a lot of negative media out there that can really lead a young, hungry heart to receive and absorb the wrong information. And I'm really glad, alhamdulillah, that we have Zaytouna now in America to lead our young youth forward in America in Islam. I became a Muslim, and after I took my Shahada, it was like this big aha moment for me after taking my Shahada, because it was something that I felt in my heart that was really true. I feel that I was chosen and guided by Allah into a religion to follow. I mean, there are times in life that I may not understand what goes on, and I just do my best to say alhamdulillah and accept it and not ask why. I feel that this is my journey that He sent me on, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent me on. I always say that I'm the captain of my ship, but He's the master of my final destination. I feel that I'm here to do work and to do dawah for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I've been Muslim going on 20 years, and I was asked a question of how my family perceived me as being Muslim. In the first 7 years of my rebirth or reversion to Islam, it was very difficult for my parents to accept that. And of course, me changing my name to a Muslim name was also very difficult. But now you can say almost 20 years later, my mother has passed away and my father is still living, but they're proud of me that I chose my religion. I just wanted you to know that the image that ISIS portrays in Islam isn't the real image. It makes it harder for Western people to understand the true concepts of the beauty of the religion, and it makes people like me, Americans living abroad, wanting to return home to see their family and friends. I feel unsafe in American society now. If I was to return home dressed in an abaya and a hijab, I just don't feel comfortable there anymore. I feel safest at home in my own country in the Netherlands. And it's people thanks to Western Muslims in America that are promoting the positive image on Islam, so that they're taking away the negative impact that ISIS is out there presenting, because it's making the rest of the do-gooders in Islam look really bad. And I hope that they will answer to Allah one day and pay the price for that.